Das. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This is going to be a Kitty Pryde phasing build breakdown video. Jesus, that was a mouthful. Right, let's get straight into it. Right, the skills so far are walking through walls, watch your step, quicksand, just a phase, Logan style, phasing samurai, phased out, and all the way along to shadow and flame. Okay, I have quicksand set up on X, Logan style set up on square, phasing samurai on circle, watch your step on triangle. I then have shadow and flame on triangle, just a phase on square, this on circle, and this on X. It makes reaching the skills so much more quicker, so much more easier to do the skills. If you have this sort of setup, it will be easier for you to complete missions, etc. Let's go along to the talents. The talents are solo training,
You always have my
phased
support, Bobby.
insights,
You can tell me anything.
brutal combat, phase rush, continuous assault. They are the talents that you are going to need for this build. The ultimate is just your regular ultimate. The synergies, right, now this, I haven't unlocked them all, same with my Scarlet Witch video, unfortunately. Right, with this build, I have tweaked some of the synergies. On the first little tweak I did, I had these characters. I had Angelina, Beast, Nightcrawler, Blade, Captain Marvel, Daredevil, Hawkeye, Hulk, Magic, Scarlet Witch, and Squirrel Girl. Now, with Scarlet Witch, or I should say Angelina, you could change Angelina out for Squirrel Girl. You could change her out, take her out completely. You could have two characters here. You could have one or two characters. You could have Black Panther, or you can have Black Widow. With the 2% range power damage with this build, I don't think you have any ranged moves, and you do not. You don't have any range moves with this build. As you can see, none. So I would say take out Black Widow, completely utterly remove her, because she's okay for level 25, but that's about it. But you're gonna need a character that is, you know, you're gonna have to level it up and get both the synergies or both the attributes for it. So I would say take her out and then focus on two other characters. Nightcrawler, which gives a healthy 2% bonus for level 25, 2% bonus for level 50, or you can focus on Black Panther for a little bit more movement speed. Nightcrawler, where is it? Captain Marvel. That 2.5% hand-to-hand power. Yes, that's decent. Yes, that is good. But I would say try and optimize this build. You can pick whatever you like. You don't have to follow what I've followed. What I'm going to follow, you don't have to do it. You can follow it. You can go down your own path. and experiment with this build. Captain Marvel, 2.5%, I would say, yeah, that's okay, but wait until level 50 to even get it.
How rude!
And then having the
Didn't we have a mission or
2.5%
something?
energy, no. Right. Daredevil, he's a must, of course. You know, it's 3% damage for his normals and leech. That's just no contest there. And 2% melee damage, no contest at all. You're going to need him. 100% you're going to need him. Right. Well, you can have Blade. Oh, you can have Blade, or you can have Magic. Magic has health on hit as well. Where is she? She's hiding from me. And she has 5% summon power. Health on hit's nice. Yeah, level 25, that is pretty good. Summon power, I'm pretty sure there's better characters that you can have. Because I don't think you got any summon attributes on the skills. You don't. It's cooldown movement, crowd control, melee, channeled force, signature, melee, hand-to-hand movement, melee, Lockheed, hand-to-hand, fire, cooldown. You need to have talents that are going to match the character for your skills you got hand. So it's basically a phasing build. It's the phaser build. So you're going to need melee, hand to hand. So I would personally I'll take out Angelina, or you can actually keep Angelina for the cooldown power damage. Keep her for and a speed attribute. She's viable. I would say she's viable. Black Panther, he's better than Black Widow. 100% better than Black Widow. I would go with Black Panther. 100%. But Blade, health on hit, 3% attack speed. You're going to need him. Attack speed is always beautiful to have, and health on hit, just no contest. You're going to need Blade. Beast. I would say you can use Beast, yes, for the 2% melee power. Intelligence, you don't really need intelligence, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to have it. Right. Who else? Let's have a quick look here. I would say Iron Fist, but at the present moment in time, I don't think he's available. If he is available, I do not have him yet, which is a shame. I really want him. Especially for the 2.5% hand-to-hand and the health regeneration. Yeah, extremely viable. Right, you are going to definitely want Hulk. 6% health is extremely viable. You are going to want him. So he is definitely in your little roster. Hawkeye, you're definitely going to want him. Movement speed, critical damage, no contest there. Definitely viable. You are going to want him. Right. Nightcrawler. This is where it gets fun. I've leveled him up to level 25 so far. I will probably have him level 50 in a day or two. Yeah. Casual gaming, you know what I mean? Right. For the 4% melee power, he's better than Black Panther. He's unbelievably better than Black Widow. Your Black Widow, she's okay, but I wouldn't keep her. I would change her out for either Nightcrawler or Black Panther. Now Magic, health on hit. Once again, same as Blade. Blade is health on hit. She is health on hit. I would say she's viable for that little attribute But summon power damage, if we go back to the powers, I don't believe we have summon power. We have cooldown, movement, cooldown again, melee. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't really need the cooldown power. So, I'll get to the Infinity Stones in a minute. She is nice for the health on hit, but Blade seems to be more viable than magic. So personally, I won't be putting magic in. I would say go for this one's decent. Moon Knight, he is decent. 10% damage while below 50% health. That kicks in when you're obviously below 50% health. If you're running a very risky build, if you think you're going to be below 50% health near enough all the time, go for it. Why not? Go for it. Kitty Pryde, for her abilities, I wouldn't use her. I would use... where is he? I would use Spider-Man for the extra dodge. 4% dodge multiplier. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. She-Hulk is a good one to have for the health regeneration, plus the 3% health. Mixed with Hulk, that would be unbelievable. Scarlet Witch, she's a must. Damage, 10% damage over time. And I've got her unlocked at level 60. And she's a monster. She really is a monster. I would take the damage over time, because some of the moves are damage over time, so I'll take that. Squirrel Girl, obviously, nothing needs to be said here, it's self-explanatory. 4% damage, these bosses, you are definitely gonna need her. I would take her. War Machine he gives plus 10 to Lockheed energy and plus 1 to the fighting attribute. And as we're a melee build, I would say War Machine is viable. I would say take him. And that is about it for the synergies. But as I said, leave it up to yourself. Experiment with what you like. Experiment with the build. You don't have to follow this. You don't really have to follow it to the letter. Experiment with the build. See what you like. Okay. The Infinity Stones. Right. Let's start with the Mind Gem. Mental Focus. 2% damage. Critical damage. I would say that's viable. I would say I'll take it. Deep Thought. No. Mind Over Matter. Viable. I would say you could invest in that, but it's up to your discretion whether you choose to or not. The Mind Gem. Your attacks have a 5% chance to deal an additional 777 damage. 259 per point of intelligence, up to 3. Cooldown 5 seconds. Not viable for what we want. The Power Gem. Obviously, you're going to need Strike Through. Obviously, there's no contest there. You're going to need it. 12 seems to be quite nice. I would say 12 is a lucky number, so I'll go for that. Superhuman. As you can see, I've put 2 points into Superhuman myself. I could reset it and balance the build around the brutal strike chance. I could up that to at least 10, but I would say Strike Through, Superhuman. Not that one. Not that one. not that one. These two, I would say 100% viable. I would go for them. Reality Stone, Potency, no, not real. You could do if you
Hello?
get the
Anybody out
cooldown
there?
and signature
What's the
down.
holdup?
You could very well use that. So it's up to you. Gain 3% damage and 3% base health for 20 seconds when you use your ultimate power. It's up to you again. I wouldn't say it's viable. You could use that and continuously spam your ultimate power, but that is up to you. It could be used as a different build. I could make a build like that and to showcase it. But I wouldn't say not viable for right now, not for this build. Not viable, not viable. Let's move along to the soul gem, excuse me. Not viable. I would say viable. That is up to you. If you want a bit more healing, you can go for that. You can go for this one. Plus 14 health on hit. 0.2% of your base health per rank. You could go for that. That is up to you. Against all odds, you can go for that one as well. Health regeneration per second. 0.2% of your base health per second per rank. Fighting, definitely going to need that. I would say get more points, and then I would say I'm going to try and put 5 in there myself. I would say 5 is a lucky number, but you can keep a few points back and try and organize and try and put them in somewhere else. Space gem. As you're starting off the character, and if you've got other characters leveled up, I would say put some points into micro
Dr. Banner,
warps
next time
and
you
gravity
need brain
well
surgery,
to bring
go
your
somewhere
defense and your base health up a little bit, so it gives you a little bit more survivability, because at a low level you're not going to be able to survive that much. So I'd say put some points into that and you'll be alright. Not viable, not viable, once again not viable. Temporal loophole. You could put some into that. Movements, move speed and attack speed. With blade as well, that could be quite nice. So maybe 2 or 3 points, maybe. Chrono shift, no. Time gem infusion, no. Time flux, no. You don't need that. Speed, you don't need that. And let's move on to the completely lost the word there. Gears. Right. Savage Axe of Ares. You could use Savage Axe of Ares or the Shield of Perseus, whether you want a little bit more offensive capabilities or defensive. Completely and utterly up to you. I've gone with the Savage Axe of Ares to give this build a little bit more of a power boost, a little bit more of a smack, you know what I mean? Right, complete Relic of Asgard, you are going to need this. You can buy it from the vendor, which is down over here. You can buy it from her.
like what you see?
You're going to need 2 relic tokens to actually purchase one of these. So with every relic you find, you can come here and exchange them for the corresponding relic once they are 100. So for example, if you go with Relic of Asgard, if you have 100 of these, you can come here, buy one of these boxes. You have a chance to get exotic gears, which I've found out, which I have got for Hulk. He has got
The whole
I think
spider getup
2
is
exotic
kind of
gears, I
cute,
believe.
even if it screams trying
From
too
these
hard.
boxes, you get one relic token, which once you get to 5, you can buy a complete one, or you have a chance to get the complete relic in one of these boxes, which I have done for a few characters. But it's all RNG. You can't really have good luck on it. And I would say save up, go crazy, farm relics, and get some of these. Get to 5 and buy one of them. Right. The artifacts you are going to need. Obviously, you're going to need brittle strike. You're going to need damage rating these enemies not or you can go for that one. I found it quite useful. This artifact. You can go for that, but you're going to need damage, brittle strike, critical hit, etc. This one I managed to find on my Scarlet Witch. I kind of did a very loud hell yeah when I got this one. It gives 4% plus 4 strength, 363 damage rating to melee powers, 970 dodge rating when you hit with a melee power, gain 1000 damage to rating to a signature power for 5 seconds, 10 seconds cooldown. Cosmic item attribute. While in combat, your defense rating is increased by 1500. That, if you are lucky enough, like I was, to actually get that, get it. Get it. That is really nice. Get it. Right, this one, melee power. As you can see, health, brutal strike, become invisible. For the cosmic trial, you will invisibility will become handy to have. So it gives you more of a chance to beat the cosmic trial. I have completed the cosmic trial with my Scarlet Witch. The video is on my channel. You are more than welcome to check it out. I gave a full build breakdown of her as well, what I used, the talents, what I used for her to complete the cosmic trial for her. I would say the main things you want for this build are health, brutal strike, melee, power, damage. That's what you want. It will boost the character up. Medallion, I would say you could get Doc Ock. You could try this one, but this one's more suited for Spider-Man. I just got this with my Scarlet Witch as I was farming. You could go for a melee intensive medallion, which is going to be what you want. This one, as you can see, become invisible for 3 seconds when you use a med pack. You are definitely going to need a mutation like that, so try and get that. Try and get that as quickly as you can, because it will become extremely viable for the cosmic trial. You need it. As you can see, cooldown powers, bah. Still hunting for a melee one. Still taking a bit of time. Defense rating, nice. You're going to need that. When you use your signature power, gain 1000 defense, rating for 5 seconds, 20 seconds cooldown. That does come in handy, and it does save my bum.
Sometimes I wish Lockheed
Quite a
could
few
talk,
times it has
even
saved
if it
my
was
ass
just,
quite a few times.
I am Groot.
The ring, I would say, at the present moment in time, I don't really have a good ring. I did farm this on my Scarlet Witch. I use her as my farmer. She is basically, she's beast mode. She's beautiful. Try and get critical damage, melee power, strength as your attributes for your ring. Same with your other gears. Try and get melee power, damage these bosses. Even defense, even health, even attack speed will even be better. Sword power will even be better. If you can get a item that is got 2 attributes for sword and melee, you're laughing there, because you use sword. In this build, you use the sword attribute, the sword skill. So extremely viable. definitely try and get it. The belt, like I said, melee power, you're going to want it. Health, dodge rating, that's always going to be coming handy, etc. Attack speed, health, and damage reduction, you're going to need that. Critical damage, deflect rating, not that bad. If you get a glove that's got damage rating, deflect or dodge, critical damage, and melee power, you know, you're laughing there. I would say put it on, and you'll just, you know, it'll be better than what you've got, probably. As I said, the Shield of Perseus or this is the legendary item you are going to be needing. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, that's a nice arse. Enjoy the video. Bye bye.